Sure.
It was actually a pretty big week in the AFL.
Round 3.
Not too hard on the tipping front, but we had the Geelong Cats defeating the Adelaide Crows 68-60 on Thursday night. Collingwood beating the GWS Giants pretty convincingly, 87-54. Brisbane beating St Kilda 113-80. Freo booting the arse of the Tigers 103-43.
Help to us,
the
baby.
Kangas getting over the Essendon Bombers 81-69. Favourite sex position. And the West Coast Eagles defeating the Port Adelaide Power.
Yep.
And the Melbourne Demons in Max Gorning's 250th come back from a 45-point halftime deficit to beat Carlton by 23 points. It's a 60-point turnaround. I mean...
And let's just pat ourselves on the back.
Yeah.
Pat ourselves on the back here. Best bet of last week was Carlton halftime, Melbourne full-time. Someone run the fucking clip up.
Yeah.
It was the best bet of the week.
You can do that on this.
I'll clip it. Bang, clipped. And it was like, I didn't even bet it, unfortunately, because I was at the pub when before it got off, so I missed it.
Yep.
But it would have been upwards of $10, and it's fucking pissed in.
Yeah.
It pissed in.
So
great. I think you're going to make a lot of money off backing Carlton halftime any other time full-time, because they cannot finish the second half.
Imagine if you got on them live at halftime, the Demons.
Price would have been insane.
They had one goal. There was one goal at halftime, and they came back and won by 4 goals.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough.
I feel bad for Carlton's fans, honestly.
I don't.
But yeah, look, to be honest, out of all the games, the team that was most impressive for me was the West Coast Eagles. I mean, I watched their whole game. I watched every single bit of it because I just loved what I saw. Honestly, I couldn't look away. And I'm not even an Eagles fan. Like, I still hold a bit of a grudge from back in the 05-06, back and forth with the Swans. But they looked so fucking good. Like, some of these young guys who I hadn't even seen before, it was just incredible. Like, they got so much young talent. I may stand corrected in saying that I think this team is a lot better than the Richmond Tigers are at the moment with these guys. Dersma is just so good. Harley Reid, who I honestly can't really stand, has been superb. If he can chime in for 1 or 2 goals a game and get his 20-25 touches, that's his job done. Honestly, I was just blowing a load at everything these guys do. Jake Waterman, like, just having 8 scoring shots, taking grabs down a halfback. He's just got, like, this license to do whatever he wants, which is, like, fair enough because the guy's playing, like, out of his skin. But, like, man, they were just so... I don't know how much of the game you caught, but, like, Job Shanahan, fucking hell. We'll touch on him later, but that's a guy I fucking really like, man. They
love that.
Had a lot of value against Port Adelaide. I actually can't remember if I think we ended up saying Port at home only because it was in Adelaide, but I don't
know. If they were firm favourites, I don't think we would have been near it.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was relatively close.
I reckon we were going dog value on West Coast, 100%.
Yeah, we have to roll the tape back. Dribble Sport diehards, figure out what we said last week, but the Eagles were just fucking superb. Did you have a team that fucking impressed you?
No, unfortunately the Doggies didn't play this week, so no team that impressed me this week.
Okay, good. Love to fucking skip that out. I mean, there's 10 minutes we'll fucking get past.
Who are you going to be impressed with? North beating Essendon? Cool. Freo putting belt to us and Richmond? Cool. Brizzy beating St Kilda?
What about the D's?
Well, that'd be the team that impressed me the most, for sure. It has to be the D's by rule of elimination. There was no Doggies and the rest of the matches weren't good. So, had to be the D's. Just big shout out to Cozzy Pickett. He's in great form and he's turned into... actually, like a reliable guy. I know he had a quieter first half, but...
Who's his cousin that's playing for him now? Latrell.
Yeah, Fence Pickett.
Fence, Latrell, and Cozzy Pickett.
Post Pickett, yeah.
Post Pickett.
There's a few of them. But yeah, not Latrell. Cozzy was great. They couldn't go with him at centre bounce in that second half. And once he gets like that bit of confidence in him, he's just so hard to run down.
He has a very funny running style.
He does, hey. And it's very, like, no, I'll move on from that. But yeah, it is funny.
Yeah, he's got like a little short neck and he runs like, it's fucking very funny.
It is funny, but he's just turned into a genuine goal kicker and even a midfielder winning centre bounce and stuff like that. It's been so impressive. Gorney delivered in the, I think, was it his 250th or 300th? 250th. Because it was fucking Tom McDonald's 250th as well. Can you believe that?
I like that. I mean, I like how they shared each other off too. That was good.
Yeah, it was good to see, and they deserved the win there against a capitulated Carlton. So, yeah.
Honestly, I can see it in bold and highlighted, so I was going to say, should we touch on Carlton? You should just go for it.
We should.
Oh, dear.
Look, boys, I'm a Swans fan, okay? I've seen some things in the last couple of years that would make a man question, his will to live.
You look like a Swans fan.
But have I got the rainbow flag on?
No, you don't. But you got pink and yellow.
Close enough. Like I said, I've seen my team in some bad ways. I've seen my team get bashed twice in a grand final by about 100 points in 2 and 3 or 4 years. So I've seen some things, and to be honest, I think it still feels easier to watch that than it would to watch Carlton in, week in, every single week. Honestly, honestly, like, there is just zero leadership in that squad. To be able to capitulate like that, in that manner, in that second half...
Again.
Frankly, if it was one off, you'd go, all right, maybe they had a bad week. It is embarrassing that they do that every single week. Like, I kind of feel bad for Vossy at this point. Like, he must not be sleeping. He must be having the worst sleep either. And, like, how is Cripps not getting more mentions? He's been terrible. He's been bad, man. He looks gone. His body looks shot. And again, I feel bad for him because he's carried Carlton so many years now and just put him on his back and just fucking lugged him through these tough periods. I don't think he's got it anymore. I don't think he can do it anymore with where his body's at. And to be honest, like, the guy is obviously a legend of the club and of the team, but physically, he looks a shell of himself. I said it in the first game. I'm like, he's slow. He's slow.
Yeah.
He can't move. This new style of fast-paced footy, I think it's passed a few of these guys up. And I'm not saying it has to him, but it sure is looking that way early in this season. So I don't know how you throw games this bad consistently. I think if you're a Carlton fan, fucking burn your membership or go to Vossy's house or something. Like, just make yourself known, because this can't continue and you can't keep watching games like this. Imagine how frustrating that would be as a fan. Honestly, I wouldn't watch AFL. I don't feel bad for the Carlton fans because you're the loudest bunch of fuckwits I've ever seen. So you deserve every bit of this. But I also do feel a bit of you.
Yeah, look, I reckon Vossy gets it. Again, I'm always a coach sort of defensive guy. Like, I reckon it's just, he's not the one out there with a 70 fucking point lead every week and just rolling over and dying. Like, I mean, what do you even say as the coach when that happens? Like, you can't do anything. It's just happening in front of you, just sitting there watching it, bang, one-way traffic.
Not one of your players can stand up. Like, Wiedering, dead in the second half.
He's a fucking myth, that bloke.
Like, fucking Sam Walsh, cool, you get 35 touches a game. What do you do with it?
So does Nick Dacos. We actually fucking...
Yeah, he's way more impactful.
100%.
Way more impactful. Cripper, like I mentioned, even guys like fucking Chera, Newman, frauds. Even Will Hayward, he didn't have a great game. Ollie Florent, turnover king. Fuck me dead. Someone needs to stand up. Elijah Holland had a great game. He was probably the only one that you could say was decent. But I don't know, man. I feel for their fans. When I looked in the crowd in the last 10 minutes and it was empty, I couldn't help but just laugh. They're in a bad way. They need help. How do you fix this?
Yeah, fucking... Honestly, I think they should encourage the relegation and they should fucking say, hey, you guys are fucking going next year. Figure it out. I mean, it's a shame that Richmond and West Coast are so deep in rebuilds that they're probably going to be the two teams that cop it every year for this speed. But at least teams know they're in a rebuild. Whereas like your Essendons, your Port Adelaides, and your Carltons, like they've got players. They're an established club with an established playing group together over time. And they are just bad.
I genuinely think those three clubs are fucked, right? Because when Tassie comes in and they get all the picks in the draft and they take all the good picks away for like the first 2 or 3 years, they get that. What are these mid clubs going to do? Like, if they're rebuilding and they can't go to the draft and get these young guys in, what the fuck are they going to do? How do you rebuild? You're fucked.
That's what I said with Collingwood when they've like done all this like trading away for like players like the Houstons and all that. It's like they're going to struggle when all these older guys fucking fade away. So
especially when the quality in the competition is like lower in that, are you going to fill another full team? Like, there's already so many mid AFL players. It's, I don't know, Carlton and Essendon, I think they're in for years of trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't feel bad about because I despise both teams, but yeah, I do feel bad for the fans. It's tough. Who's your most concerning team of the week?
It's the Giants, mate. I think the wheels are starting to fall off for them. I mean, I think Collingwood were very good, to be fair, in their defence. I mean, Nick and Josh, that was actually my best bet of the weekend. Just not my tip, but I had a bet on Nick for 35 and Josh for 30. That cash. That was a nice little $6.50 winner. So shout out to me.
Very good.
But they were just second to the footy all game, and they were just absolutely classed in the middle. I mean, when their best players for the Pies are just racking up posse after posse. We said last week that we needed the Collingwood talls to lift, and they fucking did. Tim Membry had a fucking great game. Such a good shot for guy. I love watching Tim Membry take his set shots. And to be honest, anytime the Collingwood Magpies went forward, you just didn't see much defensive running from the Giants. It's like they were just second to it. They'd let them run past and go, oh, fuck this. Like, they were bad. Like, I expected to put up a fight. I'm pretty sure I tipped the Giants for the most part backed him in. I thought, I reckon they could pants Collingwood. They haven't
Yeah.
seen a whole lot.
Yep.
But Collingwood stood up, probably had one of their better games. But the Giants, I know they had some pretty important injuries at the start of the year. But
Yeah,
I mean,
they're getting a bit bashed.
They look like they're almost well past their prime. So the
They-
Giants were pretty concerning for me, mate.
I feel a bit bad for them, like in terms of their injury haul. They're
I
getting
just
touched.
wish they'd won one flag.
Yeah.
They're
No,
just-
I don't.
You don't?
No, fuck no. I don't. I'm glad they got no flags.
But I've always liked their playing group.
No,
I don't really think there's a rivalry between Swans and the
Yeah,
Giants.
because they're our little brother. There's no rivalry.
That's what I mean.
How
It's
can there
just
be a
like-
rivalry?
That's right. But that's why I want to be a proud big brother. I want to see like if they're not going to beat us in the grand final, then why not them? They
No,
should have
it's-
had it last year.
That's a fair point. What did you think about the whole Darcy Moore situation? You saw him do his sort of hammy mid-game and
Yeah,
come
he's
off.
going to miss a month now. I've heard.
Yeah, he's gone ski. But I don't know. I thought it was weird that they brought him back on. Like, surely you don't risk it in round 3 with a
Well,
leadership
unless
guy
he's
who's
just
had
sort of said,
issues.
"Nah, I'm good," and he wanted to play through it. But was he
couldn't
not?
kick the ball?
Wasn't he nursing that hammy this preseason?
Yeah, he was out in preseason because of it. Comes back in, plays 1 or 2 games, and now he's out
Yeah.
again. He couldn't even kick. Did you see that footage when he was kicking the ball in the shed?
Mm.
He couldn't follow through the kick. It was pretty
Yeah.
scary. It was pretty weird to watch. So
It is unfortunate because he is fucking very important and a good player for Collingwood. So I don't know. It's like they're going to miss him again now with some pretty big games coming up in the next few weeks. So
yep,
yeah, I don't know. I just think that
interesting.
yeah, one to watch, I suppose.
Yep, like that.
Speaking of one to watch,
Let's talk player of the week.
Jake fucking Waterman. I mean, this guy,
Been good.
he is so fucking good. I mean, just kicking goals out of the wazoo. If he kicked straight, he would have had 8 goals. And he is kicking him from the junction. I mean, mate, I don't know if you watched the game at all, but like, he kicks the piss
Yeah, he can kick.
off the ball from anywhere. If he takes a mark within 60 on any angle,
Like a good full forward.
he kicks it so high and so long. I mean, you always back him. Like he's, I don't know what his conversion rate is, but he always looks likely. And now this year, you've seen him running through the middle, getting some extra posies. They usually throw him down back for the last couple of minutes of every quarter,
Yep.
just because he's like this big aerial presence. And to be honest, West Coast have a lot of these young guys who are very good in the air.
Yep.
But Jake Waterman for me just superb. I mean, probably gets them the victory in the end. His goals were important. They could have potentially blown them out if he did a kick straight, but I mean, the guy is sensational. Just going to win their goal kicking award for every year, probably for the next couple. West Coast, if they haven't wrapped him up for big cash or a big contract, they need to ASAP because that guy is a fucking superstar.
I like it. I think you should give a shout out to Tim Kelly as well because that's probably the best half of footy he's ever played in years.
Yeah, I was looking at the numbers. There wasn't actually some giant disposal numbers. So Butters had 30, Kane Farrell 25, and Tim Kelly had 23. I thought he had more. Harley Reid 20, 21, Dersma 20.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, just fucking... He was good, Tim Kelly.
Yeah.
To be fair, I liked a lot. I mean, I don't know. I thought I had it noted down potentially. Actually, it's for the players to watch next week, so I won't touch into it. But fucking watch this space on the Eagles, man. A lot of good players coming out of this team.
Okay. I'm going player of the week for me. It was Oscar Steen from the Collingwood Pies. I was really impressed with this guy. Like, honestly, I'd never heard of him before. I'd never heard of him. I actually missed the first quarter of this match. And I come back to the TV and I'm watching this kid and I'm like, who is this guy? And my girlfriend's brother was talking about him, saying he's, there's no one guy who sort of come from nowhere, started him in the ruck, etc. And he outshines arguably, like, I think he can make the argument that Darcy Cameron is the best ruckman in the competition. Like,
Yeah, I think he's
if not, maybe top 3, right?
Top 2 for me,
Like,
yeah.
over the last year, definitely to start this year, like, he's been an A-grade ruckman for sure. And Oscar Steen was great. Dominated centre bounce. He went back and he took a fucking pack mark in the goal square and went back and kicked it. He just looked like he belonged massively. Like, they've always sort of been struggling for that big body, athletic, tall, who can compete and kick goals and do all that. And Mason Cox, had it at times, but he was, just not skilled enough and too much of a spud. And maybe this is the one. Maybe this is the guy who's going to be the big body tall for the Pies. I don't know, but great debut, kicks a goal on debut, looked like he belonged. Massive shout out to Oscar Steen this
good
week.
for him.
Player of the week.
Love that.
And now we do the more fun one, reverse player of the week. I had a lot of fun writing this one. It's Zach Merritt. It has to be Zach Merritt. 10 touches. That's his equal lowest game since 2018. It's just
10 touches.
Bad, hey, bad. And I know his roles. I know his roles change a little bit, but like, when your club's in a tough period like this and, you have players that you want to rely on, this is what I mean when I talk about Carlton. It's like you want to rely on these big guys. Someone has to step up, and to be honest, he's doing the opposite at the moment. He's sort of shrinking away. He's like I said, he's got no touches. He didn't look good. They look just a shambolic team at the moment. So, reverse player of the week, unfortunately, is Zach Merritt this week. We all know what he's capable of, and he didn't deliver, and he hasn't been delivering. So,
well, it's a similar story to my reverse player of the week, and it's fucking Nas.
Okay.
Because, like I said earlier in the year, the guy had never played a good game with the tag.
Yep.
And every single week he's getting one, and he can't shake it. I mean, we had this debate in, I think, the first week between, like, him and Dacos and him being, like,
you did
the
say
best
that.
player in the comp. And I was like, Nick Dacos is the best player in the comp by a mile because he gets tagged and still has fucking 30. And when you don't tag him, he gets 40. Since Wanganeen Malira's had tags, he's done fuck all. And I don't know what they're doing, shuffling him around the ground, but it ain't working.
It's weird, right?
Keep him in the middle and stay there because you need your best players around the footy.
Yeah.
And he just hasn't been up to it. I mean, he's getting rattled. He had a bit of push and shove on the weekend with... Who was it?
Berry.
With Berry. Berry just had, like, literally just playing for it, got inside his head, gets a free kick, and I mean, like, he's just not the player he was last year.
Yep.
And I mean, it's not a good sign for St Kilda because if teams have figured this out, they put a good tagger on him or they ruffle his feathers a little bit, he doesn't look like he likes it very much. And I mean, again, I don't want to glaze Nick Dacos again, but they bash him up. They absolutely bash him up, and he just does the fucking, that Brownlow player sort of thing. He just smiles and gets on with it. Whereas, I don't know, poor old Nas just not having his best year, and I think he's a fucking awesome player. I hope he can sort of just overcome this sort of little bit of a hiccup. But, I mean, stats will be stats, and he's not playing as good as he has been with tags on him.
I mean, these are the pressures that come to you when you're on a big paycheck.
Kane Corns would be licking his lips right now.
This is exactly what happens when you're on a big paycheck. You get talked about if your team's not delivering and you don't have the stats and you're not backing up play to do that. Then people start questioning what's going on.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, that is the deal that happens.
No good for Nas. Probably he brings it back, because he's great for the game.
Me too. Let's have a quick look at the top four and just touch on what we were thinking. So, current top four looks like this. Gold Coast, and it's obviously early days, but Gold Coast Suns 1, Western Bulldogs 2, Freo 3, Swans 4. How does that compare with what you were thinking for your top four at the start of the year?
Well, who did I have? Let me just check here. Blah, 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 blah. That is not what I'm looking for. Sorry, can you just riddle through them one more time?
Yeah, so Gold Coast 1, Western Bulldogs 2, Freo 3, and Sydney Swans 4.
Yeah, well, I mean, I expected the Swans to not be there for starters, so I'm happy with them. Like, again, all the headlines were how good they were going to be with Charlie Curnow and the rest. So, the Bulldogs, again, they're pretty impressive. I feel like they're going to be the fucking minor premiers. I mean, how do you argue with how well they're playing?
Frank's Dogs. And they come up against Essendon this week.
I know. It's just at the shortest price of all time. We'll get into that, $1.01. But hey, I mean, the bottom four looks likely. Port being bad, Essendon being bad.
Yep.
Richmond and West Coast, unfortunately, they're actually playing quite good. North with a couple of wins. So the bottom four looking pretty promising, our pre-season predictions, but the top four for me at the moment is pretty much all over the place.
Yeah, I had Gold Coast and Swans. I don't think I had Bulldogs in there as much as I've been sucking them off all year. So 2 from 4, so not terrible. Hawthorn just out, so you're not looking terrible. But we'll touch on that as the season keeps touching along.
Yep.
Time for the preview.
Let's get into it.
You lead the way, my friend.
Sure. 1 second. I need to figure out how to open up 2 docs at once.
That's all right. I got it. Thursday, 7:30 p.m. We got the Brisbane Lions taking on the Collingwood Magpies. Friday, 3:15. We're North Melbourne Kangaroos taking on the Carlton Blues, and it looks like Carlton are going in favourites for that one. Say what you will about that.
Yep.
Friday, 7:15 p.m. We have the Adelaide Crows taking on the Freo Dockers in Adelaide. That should be a pretty fun game.
I think so,
although maybe not with Freo involved. Who knows?
Yeah, no, you never know, eh?
Saturday, 4:15. We got Richmond taking on Port Adelaide at the G.
That has got potential.
That could be fun.
That's going to be Hollywood cinema, that game.
Could be fun.
Mark my words.
Richmond, $2.44. Let's touch on that. And then Friday, 7:35, we have the Weagles, West Coast Eagles, taking on the Sydney Swans at Optus Stadium.
Yes.
And then Sunday, 3:15, we've got the Melbourne Demons taking on the Gold Coast Suns at the MCG. And then 7:20 p.m. on the Sunday, we have Western Bulldogs taking on Essendon at Marvel. And the last game of the week, we got Monday, Hawthorn versus Geelong at the MCG.
Easter Monday.
The Easter Monday clash
Always
should
a
be
good game.
a bit of fun. Talk to me about your game of the round.
Well, I think it's going to be that one, Hawthorn v Geelong. Fucking bit of history for you. My first ever AFL game in Melbourne was Easter Monday 2010 with my father.
Okay.
Could have been 2008 potentially. It was, you probably wouldn't even know the law, but Geelong came back from like 6 goals against like the Prime Hawks, and Tomahawk kicked a goal from like 60 out after the siren.
Wow.
It's like one of the most talked about games. There's clips of it everywhere. I
Yeah.
was there.
Oh, nice.
Row A. So
Beautiful.
shout out Dad for being rich once upon a time.
Fuck yeah.
Flash forward fucking 16 years later.
We're all broke.
We're all broke. And yeah, we're all broke for starters. But yeah, both teams pretty similar, getting decent break. I mean, last year's Easter Monday game, I'm pretty sure had a fair bit of venom in it, did it not?
Yeah, definitely did. There was some Baslanka issues. I meant get a decent break as in Geelong. Hawthorn had the week off and the bye, and Geelong played on Thursday or Friday, whatever it is. So they get a Monday, 7, 8.
Both coming in relatively fresh.
8-9 day turnarounds. Pretty good. That should be a good one.
I think so too. And we also have the Brisbane Lions taking on the Magpies, the 2024 grand final.
Hard to argue with that one, right?
I think so. I mean, I can really see this one going either way. I mean, normally a close game.
I think Collingwood got him up there last year as well to begin the year. I think I might have been
so
at your
too.
house watching it. I think it was, if not, it was pretty close.
Yeah, okay.
So I think they're going to compete pretty well, and it's with the quality in both of those teams, it's hard not to see that one being a banger. I think Brisbane might get him, just might have more offense and
Barry
Darcy
tags
Moore.
Dacos.
Who's that?
Barry will tag Dacos.
Probably. They're not much of it. Like, they don't tag too often, Brizzy. Like, they do sometimes, but not a whole lot.
Well, hey, I mean, watch this space because I'm going to love this debate. Run it through the ground. We
Yeah.
saw what Barry did to Nas last week.
Yep.
Let's see what happens when he fucking tags a quality footballer.
I like it.
Watch that space. Nick Dacos will still have 30, 35 at least in a massive game. Big player, big game. Suck it off, Nick Dacos.
The glaze. Team under pressure. Look, this segment is just going to,
Honestly,
unfortunately, be a revolving door.
I
at the
know, and
moment.
I don't want to keep... Like, we should have to change the segments potentially because I feel like we're bagging on the same teams every week. It's getting boring. Like, honestly, the Carlton and Essendon thing, it sucks. Like, I'm trying to talk about Port Adelaide and hype up the Eagles because, like, that's all we've got going for us. Like, I mean, do you really want us to... Every fucking broadcast and sporting, brand or show, they're just doing what we're doing. Carlton this, Sack, Vossy that, Essendon bad, Brad Scott, Chris Scott, who gives a shit? Like, we're all going to die eventually. Like, what a headline that is.
Who's going to be sacked first? What's your...
Brad Scott.
What you reckon?
Brad Scott.
Brad Scott gets
Carlton
sacked
love
first.
Vossy. I don't reckon they're going to sack him.
Wow.
But I said the same about Seabold in the NRL, so who knows?
I reckon Voss is $1.30 to go first. I think if they lose like that again this week,
Who they
I
playing?
think he's gone. North Melbourne.
Tough one.
If they lose that one, especially in that fashion, I think it might be too much.
And the thing is, like, Bombers will lose by 100 this week. And you still think, I mean, fuck, who knows, man.
Yeah, it's a tricky one. Let's move on to something more positive. Player
Please.
to watch.
Job Shanahan.
Love this.
If you hadn't heard the name up until 2 seconds ago, you have now. This
Here we
guy
go.
from the West Coast Eagles, I am telling you, I've got an absolute eye for talent, male and female. Job Shanahan
Rough.
is a fucking generational player. A star has been born. This
Wow.
guy on the weekend was just taken... His hands are fucking elite. I mean, I think he might have had 13 or 14 touches, playing like as a key sort of mobile halfback, took some grabs down in the middle. There was this one play, I think it was like in the end of the third quarter, or maybe it could have even been the fourth quarter when Port Adelaide were trying to make a late surge for it. There was a pack of like 7 blokes, and it was like the Leo Barry mark back in the day. He came out of nowhere, wasn't even in frame, and like was up and above the pack by about a metre and just took this grab, took so many like just big pack contested marks against bigger players. Like he just has, I don't know what his vertical is, man, but he is sensational. I don't know what his best position is, but he's just like that big attacking defensive prototype high flying player. And I just think, mark my words, this guy is going to be fucking special. Job Shanahan. He was the rookie of the week in round 2, and I think he would have been a fucking top 3 player for West Coast, and just so important when they needed him too. Like,
Love that.
When you talk about these shit clubs looking for big players, like you got an 18, 19-year-old kid doing things that you want your Wiederings and your Pat Cripps to do, just like standing up. Like if you're a West Coast fan looking at players like him and Dersma, you're just like sitting back with the fucking tissue and just going ham watching your team play.
Yeah, you got lotion.
You're doing it dry at this point. Like
Yeah.
that was so good. Job Shanahan, put some respect on his name. Kid's going to be a star.
Love that. My player to watch this week, it's Charlie Curnow.
Sure.
It has to be. I wouldn't say he definitely hasn't had a huge start to the year, but I think he's travelling okay. Like, you know, a lot of people talked about him after that Hawthorn matchup, but, you know, coming up against Barras in that fashion, getting that delivery, it's tough. It's tough. So I didn't write him off after that one, but to be honest, this feels like a matchup to build confidence versus the Weagles. I know they're in decent form and they're pretty confident at the moment, but who goes to him? Is it Tyler Young? Like, they're like, who goes to him?
It's that blonde bloke with like the mullet who played on Georgiades. I can't remember his name.
I think it's either Tyler Young or hopefully not Jinby.
It'll be Ruben Jinby.
If it's Jinby, he's fucked. He's absolutely fucked.
It'll be Jinby, yeah.
Jinby,
he tries hard, Jinby.
He does try hard, but he's going to get fucked up.
I'd hate to play on Jinby. He's non-stop just... I mean, to be fair, at that level, everyone's just non-stop, but...
I think this is one he just has to start delivering in. This is the game to build confidence.
Yep.
Curno's like a genuine confidence player. Mm-hmm. So I think if he kicks one early, he could kick a serious bag against the Weagles this week. So he's my player to watch. I think he could have an enormous game and needs to, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm with you. And in his defence, though, because he's had so much spotlight and stuff around him, the Swans tools that we usually bust their ass are putting numbers up.
100%.
Even though they might not be the cleanest. Logan McDonald had 3 of the softest goals ever against the Hawks. Amadi is just doing his bit, kicking straight, playing well. Question.
Yes.
Where's Hayden McLean?
I actually don't know. I think he's been playing in VFL, I believe.
Okay.
Because, I mean, you would think he could maybe make that argument for that second ruckman instead of Amadi.
I just didn't know if he was injured or if he was just like on the outer or
I
what.
don't think he's injured. But I could be wrong. I was thinking the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Amadi's not really a ruckman, but I suppose they play the same role effectively. So someone will have to go, I suppose, with Curnow coming in. So it kind of makes sense.
I hope he has a big game, Charlie. I want to see him kick like 7.
Me too. I really want to get the fucking band. I want to get the band back together. I want to be excited again. So let's see what happens there. Shall we go rapid fire tips?
Let's go.
All right, kicking us off. 2 seconds as I get back there. Okay. First game of the week, Brisbane Lions, Collingwood Magpies.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going the Pies.
At the Gabba.
At the Gabba. I mean, this is a team I pumped up Brisbane all pre-season. I know it's quick tips, and I think they've been great. Had them for the minor premiers, winning back-to-back, but they've been shit. Collingwood were really impressive last week. I think they're going to get it done at $2.90, great value. I'm taking Magpies. My
question is, and you may not know the answer, are there players back in now? Harris Andrews, McCluggage, Bailey, any of those? Any idea?
I think Andrews was definitely back, and I think McCluggage is definitely back.
I think Harris got 3 weeks, and that happened in week 1?
So this is round 4, so that would be... Oh, this is round 5.
This is round 4. So 1, 2, 3. They could be back. I think I like Brizzy.
Yeah.
I like Brizzy.
I'd say governed by the price, they might be back.
Yeah, if they're back, like especially Harris Andrews in defence, I find it really hard to see Collingwood scoring a lot of points.
Yep. I think it's the middle.
And with Darcy Moore out, like not a lot of tools down back, I think they could be in a bit of trouble.
Right.
So I like Brisbane. North Melbourne Kangaroos taking on Carlton.
Carlton halftime, North full time.
Love it, absolutely love it. I think North win and hopefully Carlton start hot and fail again.
Yep.
Think of the content. Also, if you're a Carlton fan, you're watching or listening, please touch base. We fucking are desperate to find
a call. In fact, we
desperate.
might have a message. I have one Carlton friend who I did ask to leave a voicemail if he had the fucking guts.
We are fucking desperate for a Carlton call in.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's left us one, which probably checks out. He's probably fucking in a hole somewhere.
Yeah, crying.
But yeah, that's unfortunate.
Adelaide Crows, Fremantle at Adelaide.
I'm going the Freo Dockers in a close one.
Yeah, I think it's an ugly one as well. Dawson back in, Crows. If no Dawson, Freo.
Yep.
Simple as that.
Voss to kick 5.
Simple as
Only a push
that.
and shove.
Richmond Tigers, Port Adelaide at the G.
I'm going all underdogs. Fucking hell.
I'm going Tigers. $2.44. Love the value. They're going to out-enthuse them.
Literally, I'm going all underdogs at the moment.
They're going to out-enthuse them and they're going to run over the top of them.
Yeah, put that in a multi.
West Coast Eagles, Swans.
Won't go underdogs here. Swans win comfortably.
Yeah, Swans win by.
Sorry, West Coast. I love yous, but Swans are going to get you.
Yep. Melbourne Demons, Gold Coast Suns at the G.
Christian Petrarca cut without Christian Petrarca. I think Suns still too good.
Yeah.
And well rested.
I think Suns too good, but Melbourne have been scoring points, so could be closer than the odds suggest, but hard to go past Gold Coast here.
Yep.
Western Bulldogs versus Essendon. Western Bulldogs, fun fact, paying $1.01, and the line is 70.5. So very firm favourite in this one. Who you got?
12 goals. Wow. Bulldogs to cover the line.
Who kicks the most here?
I'm going to go...
It's great podcasting.
Who's the bloke with the tattoos?
He's the bloke with the tattoos. Libba. Riley West. Forward?
Yeah.
Tall?
Yeah.
Norton?
Let's figure this out. Come on, we're already
This is
come
bad.
this far.
This is bad podcasting.
No, I think this is good podcasting.
This is just terrible.
No, this is okay. This is okay.
I'm going to go the Bulldogs with a fair bit of confidence, surprisingly, right? And I think Darcy is probably going to have a field day finally. At least 4, maybe 5.
Okay.
Final pick?
Bulldogs by 100.
Love that. Last game of the week, Hawthorn Hawks taking on the Geelong Cats. Who you got?
The guy I was thinking of doesn't even play for them anymore. He retired.
Brilliant.
Geelong Cats.
You like Geelong and underdog money?
Yeah, I do.
I still think the Hawks are the frauds, to be honest.
100%. That's why I've said the Geelong Cats, mate. I reckon Hawthorn are frauds. I think they got lucky against the Swans.
Hawks are a massive fraud watch, so I don't mind that either. I mean, how many dogs do you like this week? 1, 2,
I like them all by
3,
West Coast.
4, 5. Impressive stats. Let's see some underdogs get up. Absolutely.
Put a multi on it. Fuck it.
Love
What do you
that.
got to lose? Gamble responsibly.
Who is your favourite underdog value play for this week? Let's say that.
Favourite
Who's your number one?
underdog value play
Gun to your
this
head.
week.
Gun to your head, I go, if I pull this trigger, you die if this team doesn't win. Who is it?
It is... Fuck, it's tough, but I'm going to go the... How can you put faith in any of these teams, though?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Okay, a process of elimination.
Dribble. I'm not going to put the guarantee on it.
Fuck.
But the fucking dribble double up value play of the week, it has to be the Richmond Tigers. It has to be.
Into North Melbourne. Let's fucking double it up.
So, yeah, so North into Richmond.
North into Richmond. I mean, who the hell is putting that on?
I'm with you. $2.30. It's probably more than that, but it's going to be about $2.40 times 2.
Yeah.
So you're probably getting $5 on that.
And the rest.
How did the Tigers not out enthuse Port Adelaide? Honestly, tell me how they don't.
I just think they're going to be up and about.
Yeah,
I mean,
fucking
Port
oath they are.
Adelaide after losing the fucking
Still
West
no
Coast.
Rosie.
I mean, they're going to have to travel after a hard loss. They're going to be down the dumps. I mean, they're going to want to bounce back and they're going to be angry. But the Tigers, like all these bottom 4 teams, it's going to be up for up until they cop a flogging. They're going to be licking their lips every week.
They competed in the first half with the Gold Coast at the G. They were neck and neck, and now they get a dog shit Port Adelaide side.
Right.
They're going to run over.
This is what they do they'll compete, and if they're in it at 3/4 time, they'll be right with the sniff all the way through into the game. I think Port Adelaide right for the picking, and same with Carlton. Like, just don't count North or Richmond out this week at all.
Like it a lot. I think that's the end of the show there, unless there's anything you want to touch on quickly before we get out of here.
No, I'm just trying to figure out who the fuck I was thinking about with this Bulldogs player. I mean...
Who's the one that did his knee?
James.
And he's the one that did his knee all the time. Fuck, he's retired now. He's a real estate agent.
That's who I'm thinking of.
This is like old.
No, he played last year.
Josh Bruce.
Nah, he had blonde hair, tattoos. Fuck.
Rory Lobb.
Nah, he's like a small forward, like a...
Fuck knows.
I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
Who knows? All right. But that is the Dribble Sports Show for this week, episode 6.
Yeah.
It's been fun. A hell of a lot of fun. Follow us on Instagram. It's probably our main platforms. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Dribble Sport. Like, comment, subscribe here on YouTube and on Spotify. Good luck with your bets this week. Anything you want to sign off with?
No, I think we'll leave a link in our bio and we'll post it on socials. Leave us messages.
Yes, please call
in.
in.
They are fun to dive into.
Yep.
We want to discuss things. We
Yep.
want to be harassed. If we can give it, we can take it.
Absolutely. That's the best thing about us. We'll give it out, but we'll also take it. We're not afraid to cop some shit back. So
that's right.
If you're willing to give it, you also got to take it. And that's how it goes. So
correct.
Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with your betting this weekend. We'll be back same time next week. Bash.